Alright, everything should be working fine. Let's go. Yes, sir. Some people say it with a Z. Yes, sir. I try to avoid that. Okay. I gotta clean my glasses. While the game boots up and loads everything. I should turn the volume up for the game too. Have some music. I don't know how well YouTube is gonna hold up. It's bad in a minute, so it might be dead by now. Come on, Minecraft. You can do it. Looks to me YouTube is still holding on. Great. I was going to play Stardew right now, actually. But I decided to come back to this, and maybe I'll play Stardew afterwards. I need to fix my sleeping schedule, though. I need to do it by sleeping in the evening and then staying up the rest of the day. It's taking a while, jeez. There we go. Even had time to notify me about the mobile dashboard. That's how long it took. Alright. So if I remember correctly, I need to finish constructing the walls on the opposite side. And that's really about it. Okay, other than that, the other thing I need to do is collect some stone to make some pathways. Seems to be about it. Nothing else I need to do. If I make more road, more pathway, then eventually I will branch out into making buildings. Each one of those buildings, gotta figure out what shape they're gonna take. So I can know what materials to use. I should be able to clear out everything here. Turn off the keyboard. There we go. One more. Oh, bro, clear it out. Because I need the extra stone for another pickaxe anyway. Alright, there's that. Okay, how much more stone do I need? Unknown. Great. I'll eat a melon in the meantime. Hope I don't get 7 pieces. As is usual. Only 5. Great. Couldn't have planned that out any better. Ah, yes, I need more charcoal. Alright, I'll go get more charcoal. Or more wood to make charcoal. Right. So my axe is in pretty good shape. Could also use the saplings once I get too many to cut down some, or not cut down, to cook some kelp. Eat some of those. Today, it is March 26th, 2023. It's 2:32 in the morning. It's a Sunday. Oops. I should look where I'm mining. Sunday morning. I don't know how many pieces I'm collecting here. 19. 30. I could get the whole tree. That's odd. Feeling hungry. Yeah. It doesn't usually happen to me, but sometimes I kind of forget to eat. And, yeah, that's what happened. It's pretty uncommon for me to do that. But apparently it happened. It's been a few days now that I eat like once. Totally unintentionally. I don't know what I can do about that. I'm supposed to eat when I get hungry. So, that's all I can do. Got 2 extra logs that I'm sure can be used for something later. Just not right now. So I'm not going to make any more stone in the meantime. I'll just go over there and finish up what I can. OBS disconnected and reconnected. No saplings on the ground. Good. It's evening though. So hopefully I get this done and then go to sleep. Speaking of which, my quality of sleep has gone down. Not good. I'm really not sure what I can do about that. Other than hope for the best. Too close to it. Come on. Alright, do that side first. I can break this down. Sleep facing the sun. I thought about it, like, oh crap, if I start at 2 in the morning, and leave at 6, that leaves me 4 hours. But like, starting an episode of that takes about 2 hours and a half, 2:45, 2:37, something like that. And, well, that leaves me an hour and a half. If I do everything correctly and stop at the right time and everything. An hour and a half, what can I play for that long? Well, basically anything. But especially Halo Wars. I could play this for an hour and a half. Maybe even just an hour. it would increase the number of episodes that I make of this. I didn't realize I dropped this. Oh yeah, so put this down. Forgot I dropped the axe. Good thing I came back then. Would have lost that thing. So if my schedule is 2 in the morning until 6 in the morning, because at 6 I leave to go to the park, then Stardew takes 2 hours and a half almost. Almost every time. That leaves about an hour and a half to play whatever else I want. And I could play this for about 2 hours, about an hour and a half sometimes. The thing is, if I reduce the amount of time I play this, that increases the number of episodes I end up making. So it would be UnEarth part 150 or something. Which isn't that bad. Unless, like, if I keep this gameplay down to like an hour. It's a bit short for gameplay. The other thing is I could play a different game too. I could play this for like 2 hours and then play something else for 2 hours. Split the 4-hour time into that. I could play this for 2 hours and then switch on over to Sacred or Halo or farming or something. It kind of depends. But as far as I know, Stardew is a fixed time. It's more than 2 hours every time. Sometimes it bleeds into 3 hours. I'm definitely gonna need more than 2.5. So if I were to play that today, right now, I would have to stop this gameplay at 6 minus 2.5. That is 3.5. At 3:30. It's 2:40 right now. So I would have about an hour left of gameplay here. An hour and 13 minutes. If I want to do that. The other alternative is I just stream longer. Like, I play everything. I play this for whatever time. I play something else until 6 in the morning. And then after 6 in the morning, around like 7, when I come back home, I stream something else. It could be Stardew, it could be whatever. That could also work. Pigman. Sounded really close. Oh, there you are. You're a small little fella, ain't you? Sure, you'd be fine if we just leave him there. Alright, still gotta wait for the charcoal. And then I gotta wait for the stone. In the meantime, I could try to upgrade my tools. I don't need another axe for any reason. I could make some road and put that down. But I don't have enough time. The jungle wood's gonna be done smelting by that time. Other than that, I can possibly gather some melons and put them in the blocks. Crafting table's here, isn't it? No. It's by the temple. I just saw it over there. Can gather some supplies right now that I'm waiting. Supplies that I could otherwise would have to wait to gather. So I'll take this to the nearest crafting table. Just so happens to be this way. But I have to rethink the way I make my streets. What I need is to make a common walking area. A plaza. Something that doesn't have like specified roads. It's just a big square ground that you can walk in basically any direction. There's no wrong way to go. I jumped and hit my head on that, reminding me of a video. Some guy trying to like jump through the garage door while it was opening, and he hit his head and he fell backwards. The thing is, people do. Supposed to fight off aliens? You sure? Only one more to go. Come on. Maybe I should head back down there for some reason. There we go. I'll put this in and add a stack. Actually, this stack might be more than I need to cook. Yeah, I'll just put half a stack. Okay. Let me take a look around here. Jungle tree grew back. Fantastic. I need to get rid of the birch saplings. I need to get rid of the things that are inside of the temple. Like the floor. What's the floor going to be made out of? Well, it used to be made of spruce. In the concept, it was spruce. But I'm not sure. Spruce floor next to stone. Dark oak might work better for it. Or perhaps a different color of stone. Like it could be like this. These would be the walls, and these tiles things would be the floor. I could also use cobblestone. But I kind of want something with no distinguishing lines. It's all just one solid color. And something like that would be sand. I don't want the inside to be full of sand though. So another option is wool. In the desert though, I don't know. Dark oak doesn't really have that big of distinction between the blocks, between the lines. The hell was that noise? Let me check my OBS thingy. Alright, everything working fine. Good. And all late about it, I realized there's a couple of games that I like that I don't have. That I played it because of my cousins. Like, they have a PS5 and they also have a PS4. I don't have either. But they have like Assassin's Creed and stuff on there. And they were kind enough to let me play it a couple of times. And I have some funny clips. In fact, on my YouTube thing, I made a playlist. I uploaded the clips that I made while playing Assassin's Creed. And I made a playlist of it. Just some funny moments in there. Usually cutscenes or things that happen while I'm fighting. And I realized I can play that on the computer here. Like, I have Steam technically. I could try to buy it again and like just play it here and make funny clips here. My main problem with computer games on the PC is the controls. I don't know how to use the keyboard, and the mouse is very strange to me. Like, I have like one over here. I think I bought it specifically to try to make it easier for myself to like code things or whatever, and do like drawings. It's a wired mouse. You just hook it up with the USB. One of those simple ones. But I don't like it. I don't like it for gaming. It feels really weird and I can never remember where the things are. I'm just not used to it. Plus, none of the games give you instructions on what to do. It's like, alright, play. What do you mean play? This thing's a computer. It doesn't have any, like, gaming buttons. But yeah. Like, there's no... Like, all the controllers have symbols on their buttons. Like, this one just has letters. X, Y, B, A. But at least they're colored differently. And they're, like, specific buttons that you're supposed to press. And triggers and bumpers and control sticks. None of that stuff is on here. It's just a keyboard. What do you want me to do with this? How am I supposed to guess what the correct keys are? I usually need someone there to help me. So the solution, if I'm going to play games here on the computer, is to just use a controller. I have this one. This one I use to play Stardew. It is the same one I'm using right now for this 360. I don't know if this thing's compatible with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but it should be. If not, then I'm gonna have to use like a PS5 controller or something. I don't know. Or get a controller specifically for the PC. Something like that. But I'm hoping this thing will work. Alright, I should be able to hit the target this way. A little more. Carefully. There we go. That seems to be the right height. Now I just have to go up there. I'll make it easy on myself. Yeah. Foolishly, I should have made more stone. Why did I think half a stack would be enough? Yeah, I'm gonna need more. Oh, should have known. See, how can I do this? Make it easier. There we go. Just replace it on the back side. I could have had more cooking by now. Dang. Another half stack. Maybe 48 should do it. Might be a bit too much. That's okay. I do have insurance if in case I make too many. I can use them up at something else. I know exactly what to use it up on. Alright. Where's the remaining half stack? That's too many. Alright, I'm going to need to make more tools. So I think I will cut down all of the trees over there. And then maybe make some roads or something. To do that, I'm going to need some more cobble. Around 60-ish should be enough. Maybe 50. Just break this and come back. Good enough for me. Time to head back. Yeah, this thing's gonna break too. I couldn't have stayed there longer. Could not have. I'll add in another 16. And then wait for 2. Dang. It used to work that wherever you had this, like the hotkey selected, the next thing you pick up is gonna go there. Like no matter what it is. I used to do that with farming, where like I would use like these two things would be potatoes, and I would be have like a full stack and one that's like barely starting, and I would collect the potatoes, and then like this part would fill up until it reaches the full stack. And instead of placing it down from here, um, or like if I accidentally use up the full stack, the next time I collect potatoes, it wouldn't go to the full stack. It would start with the new stack. Something like that. Well, actually, no. I wanted it to go to the new stack, the one that has fewer potatoes in it, because I wanted to keep a specific amount in this column, in this stack. I want it to be like 56 or something, or 57. I don't want it to be 64. So I would select this side, and then every time I collect potatoes from the ground, it would fill up on this side. But I don't think that's a feature anymore. You can't like manually pick what stack you want new items to go to. It always goes to the first one from the left going to the right. There's not an option for you to turn that off either. That's just how it is. I'm going to leave that to cook while I take care of these trees. They are definitely going to be a problem though. I got 2 wooden axes on me. Should be able to process them. So in fact, I don't need the axe right now. I need a wooden axe. Right. Put both of these here. First, give me access to the entire trunk. Alright. Start stripping them down. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but my cousin is very against owning a home, like for himself. And I hear why. Like I hear his words why. I just don't really understand it. I don't buy it. He thinks it's a lot of hassle, like trying to maintain it, because you have to do property management or something, and it's a pain to deal with. I'm like, okay, maybe. That's the part I don't really believe. But also, like, there's a lot of benefits to owning a house, too. And no one in the family does. So it would be a lot of benefits that we don't know of. Potentially some downsides, too. But I think the benefits outweigh the downsides. But I can only think because I don't know for sure. Because no one has it. It's kind of like how I think being a researcher or a scientist is a pretty good job. But I can only assume because no one has done it before. No one even knows where they find work. So he's against owning a home because he thinks it's going to be a lot of pain to deal with people and like having to maintain the building and stuff. But like, for example, the place we live at, I've been here, well, I haven't been here my entire life. I've been in multiple houses. But they've been here their entire lives. They're older than I am. They've been here for more than like 20 years. 26, 25, 30, I don't know. They're old. They've been here a while. And the landlord knows us. because he hasn't had anybody else rented this place. It's only been us, really. He still doesn't trust us enough to like use the backyard or the front yard or anything. We can't leave anything out, like a barbecue grill or something. We can't have any of that. We can't put chairs on the grass. Can't really do anything. But he also doesn't maintain like the building. Like the building's falling apart here. This thing could really use some work. I have like, I don't know, 4 different types of flooring in, it takes like, I don't know, 10 seconds if you're going slow to walk from one end of the house to the other. It's not very big. No, maybe 5 seconds. It's a short distance. It is not a large house at all. I'm pretty sure people aren't even supposed to live in here, in this section of the house. I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to. But here we are. He's not gonna find anyone to rent this place other than us. It's a dump. The shower doesn't even work. We use a bucket with a pail. As well as, well, the hood thing for the kitchen, for the stove, also doesn't work. I'm pretty sure someone tried turning it on and like sparks flew out or something. That's the story I was told. So it might actually be dangerous to use it. So we don't use it at all. The walls also have different tiles. Like it's not just one wall. It's like there's the wall there and then it's made up of like one type of covering. And then it just stops and there's a different type of covering for like no reason. Some of it's tiled, some of it is a different type of tile. I don't really know. It's all a mess. It does not look pretty. And the owner basically does no maintenance on this. Now granted, he's old, but he always talks about having, I don't know who it is, if it's his son or a friend or something, but there's always another guy that he talks like a good amount about, who does like all of his maintenance work. He came here the other day to like fix, I think it was the smoke alarm, smoke detector, something like that, in my uncle's room over there. It kept beeping, and you're supposed to replace it every 10 years, according to the new law that passed in January of this year, 2023. So they replaced it, and then that's really it. That's really all the maintenance they do. They just fix stuff that they have to. But like, the sink is busted, the window's busted, everything's old, and the shower doesn't work. As well as there's like multiple types of flooring. There's parts of the ground that don't have floor. It's just like the concrete from like the foundation of the house, basically. Let's see if this works here. I think this style of ground works. Great. So then I can just continue this. and then build it up. Pretty sure this has to be underground. Alright, anyway, there's all that stuff. All of that is to say, I don't believe that homeowners actually have to do anything. Because this one sure doesn't do anything. And nobody complains. So I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. Alright, this one's 4 wide. Or the log is covered in the half and then fully. This one's covered fully, so they should also be covered halfway. So it should be there. Which means the minimum height for the sand has to be up here. Like this. I really have to do something about all this sand though. Don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Okay, actually I think this part can be covered in sand. Only like up to there. Hello. I was wondering where you went. Yes, I think I can do it this way. Greetings. Last I heard, you went somewhere. And eventually you were back, I think. I really gotta dig this out. So that might be a problem. Alright, I'm out of inventory space, so the best I can do is use up this axe. And then call it a day. Just head back to the furnace. You went to the park. Amazing. Good for you. Hopefully it was enjoyable. Looks like I do have to break this part here. Or do I? I probably should. There we go. I don't know, the whole thing just seems kind of long here. In none of these situations does the ground ever come up higher than the wood. So here, the ground should be the same, and then the wood should go there. Yes, that's the pattern. Okay. and then just repeats over and over. Can I repair these together now? No. Not yet. I didn't bring my bed either, so I should probably head home. Oh no, I brought it with me. Never mind. Seems to me like you've been gone for a couple days. How far away is the park? Jeez. It is a journey. It's like the comedian John Patet. I think he died already, but he was funny. He was a really fat guy, and he made jokes about that. Like he started off with the joke like, "I went to the gym today," and everyone's laughing. It's not the joke. Shut up. Although it might have been Fluffy. I don't remember. Someone made that joke. No, it was John Patet. That's not the joke. Wait. Listen first. First listen. He made the joke about going to the gym and getting personal trainers, but they all kind of gave up on him. Some of them turned to drugs and alcohol to cope with it. And one of them opened up a candy store, apparently. I should probably use up some of this stone first. I know I was playing the game where I don't speak. I like that game. And apparently so do other people. Cause like, I had another viewer the other day comment on how they like my gameplay in that one. Which I kind of forget that I am streaming so when I play that game. I do kind of forget. And I do stuff like pause to like look something up for like a minute or two. And I'm like, oh crap, I'm streaming. I shouldn't pause for that long. By the way, you should have also stayed in the stream because I tested it out and I can actually use my headphones to talk while playing. So I can actually play that game and still talk. It is possible. It's a little weird for me, but I can do it. So that should make everybody happy. I get to play the game I like, and you get to hear me or something. Although it is pretty foolish to try to appease everybody. It will never work. It's not really worth trying. Alright, I'll go back over there, come back with some stone bricks, and then, yeah, see what I can do from there. I'm about to run out of food any second now. There we go. I had a full stomach, I don't know what happened. If one of these days I decide to clean up the room a bit, there's some interesting stuff I have lying around here, like an oven. I have a little electric oven. My cousin sold it to me for like 20 bucks. And I went to the store. It was only $17. Like, man, it was a ripoff. And it was used too. They knew that I wanted it. So they're like, well, we don't really use it. You seem to like it, so here. I'll sell it to you. Like, man, you don't do business with family, you fools. Especially if you like the family. Apparently they don't like me enough to give it to me for free. But okay, sure. I guess I'll buy it from you. I took fall damage on purpose, and I still didn't lose any health. Where the hell did I drop my pickaxe from? I guess I already picked it up. I saw it in my inventory. Is that the only thing I dropped? Yes. There's nothing on the ground. I don't need to worry about anything. Just in case, I'm gonna save. Alright, so while you're here, I don't know if you heard or not. I'm thinking about adjusting my schedule a little bit. Did you hear me talk about that or no? Chat. Also, hang on. I'm gonna adjust the way the chat shows up so that it's actually visible on the stream, on the screen. There. The next message should stay on the screen. When I first started this thing, I was talking about maybe a couple of, well, not changes, but how I'm going to adjust the timing of this. So basically, I'll stream from like 2 in the morning to like 6 in the morning, right? At 6 I leave, go to the park, and then come back. Stardew, the game I like to play a lot, takes about 2.5 hours. Maybe 3 sometimes. But it's never less than 2.5. Basically. I think the quickest was like 2:27. Anyway, that leaves me at 3:30. I have to start immediately at 3:30 to play Stardew. Right now it's 3:14. So assuming I'm gonna play it today, like right now, I would have to do that. I'd have to go in about 15 minutes. The other option is I stay here and I just play things here, and that's perfectly fine. I'll keep playing this, maybe play something else, and wait, no, it's 4. No, yeah, it's 3. Never mind. Anyway, the other option is I stay here until 6 in the morning, doing something else. Either I keep playing this, but 4 hours of this is kind of a bit much. I could also switch games, like midway through, and play a different game. Which I might have fun doing. Let's see. Right around here is where I should do it. So, yeah. I do have other games I like to play. Like, there is Sacred. That one's gonna take a while to, like, actually complete. So I should probably play that. Make, like, a series of it and stuff. I could also, if I really wanted to try, I could organize my stuff into a schedule. But I don't really want to try that hard. Or, like, I play certain games on certain days. I could make a habit of playing this every day for like the first 2 hours, and then afterwards I play a different game depending on the day of the week. Like it could be farming Mondays and Wednesdays, and in between that I play Sacred, and after that I play something else, Halo Wars or a shooting game. You could even come up with names for it and stuff. But I'm not at the point where I want to try hard enough for that. So I'm going to stick to just doing whatever I want to do for now. If I ever take it seriously, I don't know, I'll come up with a schedule of some sorts. So other than that, I could also increase the amount of time I stream or adjust the schedule. So instead of like 2 in the morning for me, I actually start an hour early, an hour later, something like that. Alright, this is going to be a problem. I could exchange all of these for sand, but I would have to go in a straight line, or at least 30 blocks into the ground. I never thought of what's behind this structure. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it, and I'm the only one that can really come up with a solution. The other option is I could stream this until like 5 in the morning, and then use that hour to like do whatever. And just prepare for 6 in the morning. The most important thing is I need to adjust my sleeping, because I need better quality sleep. I keep doing the thing accidentally where I sleep for like 3 hours at a time, but I sleep the entire day. So in total, it's like 12 hours. Sure. But in reality, it's like 4 times 3 hours. I kept waking up in a panic and like not actually resting. That's a problem. So I gotta fix that. Probably by having a bedtime around maybe 9 p.m. That should be good enough. Also, I'm gonna make an oasis. And I did a little bit of research on what an oasis is. Not so much how it forms, but kind of. I don't have experience in desert environments, so I don't know. I probably took the bed with me over there. But you know what an oasis is? It's a pool of water in like the middle of a desert, like in the middle of nowhere. Ah, freaking trident. It's not stuck to me. An oasis um, forms because of the water table. The water table is basically the height that like resting water is at. So when it rains, if it rains on a mountain and that mountain has like a dip or like a dent in it, that water can like pool onto. Eventually that thing's gonna form a crack in the container, and it's gonna like drip down and create a tunnel underground. It's technically underground because it's within the mountain. So like in there, up there, if there was a pool of water, it would eventually work its way down and out of the mountain. And if that continues to stay there, then eventually it's going to drip all the way down and come here to the ground, and it's going to create an oasis, because you're going to have a puddle of water in the middle of nothing. So birds are going to come here to drink water. Migratory birds, birds from other parts of the world, travel here when the weather changes, whether it be too cold or too hot, where they usually are. Now they come here. They drink the water and they poop. And their poop just happens to have seeds. So eventually those seeds grow into plants, all kinds of plants, fruit trees, palm trees, grass, whatever. So an oasis survives because of the palm tree. There's a specific type of palm tree. I think it's called the date palm. But basically, that thing grows really tall and it provides shade. Shade is super important because shade changes the temperature of the air around it, because it's not directly in the sun. It's not blasted by radiation. So the wind slows down a bit, and some fruit trees need shade to survive. So it gives way for new life to form, meaning now you have fruit trees. So when you just had a palm tree, suddenly you have fruit trees. And that creates even more shade and even more like humidity and moisture in the ground. And that allows for other stuff to grow, like bushes and grass and ferns and a lot of short plants. When you have those, you need mushrooms. Those also grow from spores. And you have a bloom, a blossoming of life because of a pool of water and a bunch of birds that decide to hang out there. So that forms in the very beginning because of a mountain like this that has water kind of dripping down from it. It pulls up there and then it falls all the way down eventually and it forms an oasis. So, if I'm going to make my own oasis, it should have a source of water. Where does it come from? Well, sometimes water's under the ground and then it just like shoots up from the ground. I don't know why, but it does. Those are called springs. Technically, it's because of like high water pressure or something, but I don't know how that stuff works. I just know sometimes water comes out of the ground. So really, I could build this thing basically anywhere. But there is some certain places I want to build it. So here's one. This is kind of an empty spot near a mountain. This would be a good spot right here for an oasis. Problem is these random like trenches here. I don't know what caused them, and I don't know if I should fix them. If I were to fill this in block by block, it would use up a lot of stacks of sand, which is basically my problem right now, that I have too much sand. But I don't want to do that. Right now, I'm going to explore this mountain, because I haven't done that before. I don't really know what's on here. You can see a structure way over there in the distance. That is something I built for a battlefield. There's a line right here that kind of forms a wall. If I just make that line really tall, I could use sand to make a wall out of sand. And that would cover this section, providing shade in the morning when the sun comes up. Possibly enough to make this part into an oasis. And then I could turn this into like a tropical jungle with jungle trees and grass, as well as a recreational area basically. Let the villagers loose around here, or just make it for myself. So in order to do that, the line that I'm talking about is right here. This thing. I place sand all across here. That would take up maybe a stack. And that is enough for me. Right now I can't collect anything. I can't build anything. I can't do a single thing. I can't even make more tools. Inventory is fully packed. So I'm going to build one. Build something. In fact, there's already an oasis right here. I didn't notice that. This is basically what I would be building, except bigger. There's water, and where you find water, you find dirt with grass on it, and trees that are adapted to water, like these boys. And yeah, that's right. Then you get coarse dirt that doesn't grow grass on it, and it transitions to the sand. This is perfect. This would be a natural. This naturally is a location people would want to go to. all life forms would want to go to somewhere like this. So here's my starting point. This is where I should start building roads to and from. I think I know how. So here, the coordinates are there. If I dig into that mountain or create some type of ramp thing, I need to like go from standing here to standing somewhere up there in the sky. And then I just go straight in that direction. And eventually I will meet up with my bridge. It's in the sky over there. Eventually I'll meet up with it. That means I need to build a ramp and then connect it to there by going through the mountain. Problem is that takes up resources. Or not, no. I'm going to gather more resources by doing that. I want to avoid gathering more. Okay. I can use up these stone bricks somehow. The other thing I could do is build walls for the purpose of providing shade. And that's really it. Eventually, any type of shade you make does have an impact on the environment. But sometimes you want that to happen. So I gotta preserve this place. Or conserve. I don't know what the word is. I have to not destroy it. Okay. What else is over here? More pools of water. Okay. That's a witch. I don't think she has a way up here though. I am within range of being targeted though. So I'm just gonna back out. I should head back to the bed too. Alright, that bunny is that bunny is a gunner. So I have a lot of desert to work with. Then it turns into a grassland. Okay. Another pool of water here. What I should do is map out where all the pools of water are. Because those are super important. The riverbed too. Around the river you would encounter a lot of grass. Sometimes even bushes, like overhanging the water. Depending on where you are on the planet. Alright, I gotta go to the bed. I already have these two buildings here. What would they do? They're kind of just like apartments. They're basically just like houses, like residential things for people to live in. Because you walk in, there's like a main lobby thing, and you go up the stairs without going into any rooms. Just go up the stairs all the way up to where your floor is, and eventually you go into your room, whether it be this one or the next one or whatever. Maybe you like occupy the entire floor or something. The farm is over there. Hmm. Another thing I could build are community gardens. Ah, crap. Basically, in the village, I could have farms that look like the ones the villagers have. Yeah, I know you're not really listening. Like these, basically. Could do something like that. Whoops. Let me think here. Come on, think. There's an answer to this, but what is it? I just gotta do it. I just gotta try it and see what I come up with. But I think I have another solution. I'm gonna need one of these. Let's go over here. Bunnies. Right here should be fine. In the meantime, I could just build observation post using the sand. What height am I at? 120. Good enough, actually. Alright, huh, that kind of looks like an arrow. Didn't mean for that to happen. Yeah, I think I'll just build this into a recreational spot. I will, fix the ground over there. And then add slabs going up around those trees. And then what? Got a big block here. I wanted to, I could turn it into a giant generator. But I don't want to do that. I should turn this whole thing into an oasis. So I'm going to dig out all of the sand again. Or collect a bunch of sand again. Add pools of water. And then dirt around it. I don't know where I'm going to get the dirt from. Get some dirt and stone. What would be a good, like, layout for this? We dig out some of the dirt from around that tree. Connect it with the dark oak slabs. Then use the dirt on this side. I won't really have enough. But if I also dig out that pathway over there, then I should have enough. Just barely. To make a pool here. And then add really tall oak or jungle trees or something. I don't know what would look more better there. What would look better? More realistic, more natural. Those really weird big oak trees? Oak trees or jungle. I could do the jungle one first, that shouldn't hurt to try. Though they grow really fast too. And I can always reset the save if it doesn't work out. What with the sand though? Should I make this a wall? I don't really see why not. I'll put down something there to preserve the natural line. Alright, so the line should be right here. I'll put down a layer of... I don't know. Maybe cobblestone. Could just make the wall out of cobblestone. And have like sand behind it and in front of it. Or like just behind it. Cause I'll fill in the middle with sand. Not sure I want a wall though. Because the only danger on that side is like mobs spawning at nighttime. Unless I make something over here too. I thought this game was supposed to be relaxing. Why am I stressing out over this? I could add wooden beams to it. I'll go test that out real fast. I was gonna sit differently. It's been an hour. I've been sitting in the same position. Oh. There goes the hip. Oh boy. Falling off cliffs. What I need is a creative world with a desert, basically. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to build my own desert every single time I try to imagine what it'll look like. Okay. What was I going to test? How to make a wall. I could do that over here, next to this thing. Yeah, here should be fine. So let's try it with stone bricks, with sand, obviously, and some logs. Let's give it jungle. Strips jungle. Oh. A giant tree. No. I could build a dam. I could build a dam and that be the source of water for everything. I don't have to rely on a mountain. I just literally have a gigantic source of water and a desert. And then I could drain that water strategically into the desert to create oasis wherever the hell I want. Now the water doesn't actually come from anywhere. I make it. If I wanted to, I could build something really high up in the sky and pretend that's where the water is coming from. So it needs to be a really high water table. Okay, I might be getting somewhere with this. So how would that work? Well, up here I kind of have stuff that goes up in the sky. Down here is like the ground level where things go underground. Down there is my gaming concept world. So for this, I'll do it here on the ground level. start placing things. That should be high up enough. I'll just add another layer. Another row. One more. Okay. Went around it. There we go. Alright, so if I make a sand thing, how would that look for just a wall of sand? Don't really like it. So what if instead of that, I add stripped logs for like reinforcement beams? Actually, I'll do it a little higher up. Even though it is for presentation, just do it this way. That should be high enough. Actually, let me count this out. I'll go 20. It's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Right. This wall here is gonna be permanent anyway. And then just like put it the same thing on the top here. Maybe it needs like another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, this is on the 5th one. So this is 5 blocks in. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is right here. Shorter units like that, but they don't really look like they're supporting anything. If anything, I could add a layer of brick. At least on one face of it. So that from this side, it looks like it's just a regular stone brick wall. From that side, it would look like that. From the opposite side, you would see that it's actually supported. And then the top could just have more lies. Like that. It could be like 2 wide or something. Or I could even do it the other way. Where I create a wall out of sand entirely. So like I have the support beams on the outside. Maybe even going all the way across like that. And then fill in this side with like sand. So like it'll be filled in all the way there with sand. And then yeah. It'll be like three walls thick of sand and stuff. And then like the top layer would be stone. Or some other material. And I could even have like an outer side of it like that with like railings or something. and then fill it in down here. I don't even have to fill it in all the way, really. Just to give it some aesthetic, I could fill it in most of the way. Oh, I need the bone meal. Where's the stone stairs? Just most of the way across. And then like fill it in like that. There, there, and there. So that way you still see like the support beams. You could even have them jut out a little. Nice. Not sure if these should be stairs. Not really. They really shouldn't. I have to go the opposite direction though. Maybe, but I don't know. Anyway, that is a design for a wall, I guess. I mean, there's not really a reason to have one. But I could. It would use up a lot of material, that's for sure. Use up a lot of sand, which is the main goal here. And then the stone on the edges I could just gather pretty easily. Cooking it's gonna take a while. Let me check the time. It's 3:49 in the morning. Oh boy. Alright, battery time. It's a fully charged. There we go. Let me check YouTube. Should be going okay. Let me think. If I make something out of sand, that would also work. Like out of stone, I can already make these things out of stone. This is supposed to be above water though, not above a desert. It could be above a desert. It would be surrounding something though. Because the point of this is to surround a water monument, an ocean monument, the water temple things. There's even a variation of this I made out of wood. And these are like the center points. You can go up and down these with water. Yeah, these are the ocean monument coordinates basically. So this could go around it. I ended up making it bigger than I thought it was. It was actually longer or bigger than this one, I think. I could build a castle. Thing is, these things are for protection of something. In the desert, I don't know if you need protection for anything. There's nothing there. More than anything, I just need an oasis. So, like, I need a use for all the sand. What can I build with it? If I were to build a pyramid, it would have to be a solid pyramid because sand falls due to gravity unless I build like a structural reinforcement for it. Like if I started building a sand thing, it'd be like that. And then I would have to have like logs or something holding it up. But it would have to be holding up every single time. Like, it would have to go like this. The inside would have to be made out of a different material. The outside's the only thing made out of sand, basically. If that's the case, why would I bother making it out of different material? There's no point to it. Or why would I bother using sand at all, other than just to use it? The only other possible thing is I fill in this, the structure I made here. I fill it in with sand. That's a pretty desperate move. I don't think I'm going to do that. Kind of funny, but no. I didn't have a chest in the world, so I built one in the sky. And I filled it in with everything, with physical blocks. No. Okay. Maybe I need the internet's help for this. Let's see what Google comes up with. I can't really come up with anything. Like, a lot of things I'm thinking of kind of use sandstone, literal sand. Let's see what I came up with here. Screw Google. Here in the desert version of this. Where is it? Up here. I missed it. Come on, I missed it again. Keep going forward. There we go. I used sand with this. So, in the actual world, I made it a little differently. I'm gonna have to split off in the T section, or T intersection. Okay, I know what to do there. To make this, it is 2 for the road, a stripped log, and 2 more decorational than the buildings. It doesn't require any sand placement. I'll Google it one time. Yeah, leave. I gotta come up with a solution to my problems here. Oh, hey, if you're still here, by the way, I do have something to tell you that's not really any of your business, really, but I don't know, maybe you would appreciate knowing. If you're still in the chat, though. I don't know if you are. I can build a sandcastle. A literal sandcastle. That's sandstone, though. Anyway. Chat, if you're still responsive, tell me. I technically have one last thing to say. Now that I think about it. I don't think I like these ideas. I don't think the chat is responsive. Okay, fine. It technically wasn't any of your business anyway, so it's okay. I didn't have to say anything. In fact, it might be better that I didn't say anything. Haven't said a word. Alright, sound is kind of not helpful here. Not useful. Any real way. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it alone. I should have checked the weather when I had my phone out. Oh well. The hell was that noise? Sounded like somebody placing blocks. I'm like seeing things and hearing things. I think that's called hallucination. Alright, I'll just see what I can do. What's the notification this time? Ah, the cafe music background music channel. Of course. Coffee shop ambience, calm piano jazz. How lovely. I'm gonna check the weather before I make any decisions around here. Alright, let's leave this alone for now. It's 35-degree, light rain, 3 miles per hour. It seems pretty good to me. Okay. I kind of know what I can do. So basically I have a road that's a bit too wide. It's 1 block too wide. It's the one over here by the desert temple. So here, this road is 3 blocks wide. It's not supposed to be. So my solution to this is to keep the 3 block road this wide. Just keep it like this. Up until a certain point, and that point is here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the stop here. Here it's going to change height again, more or less. So I can anticipate that. Let me put down these blocks. One, 2, 3. And the 4th one is here. I should grab my bed while I can. Yeah. I'll go bring the bed over here. I should also bring the lava bucket, so I can do that. Trident. I'm not messing with you right now. I'm having mercy. Not bedtime yet. Get the bucket first. Don't bring the whole setup, just the bucket. Alright, ready? Time for bed. With the lava bucket in hand, because of course, why not? Alright, go. Huh, so it's not actually at the same height. Is it? No, it is. These are actually the same height. Kind of seems like the middle one's taller to me for some reason. Must be imagining it. Alright, there was that. And then the lava bucket I can just use. That's dangerous to use that way, but here goes. Please don't reach up to me. I'm standing in water. You can't hurt me. Right? Yeah, it can't hurt me. I think I'll keep that there, actually. Just combine the buckets. Great. So now I actually need to get more cobblestone first. Just 3 to make another tool. Oh, pick this up. Great. Now I can mine some more cobblestone. Multiples of 3, just use up everything I can. 6. That should do it for now. Turn them all into slabs. Switch this out for a bit. I'm going to switch out both of them. 1, 2, 3. Torches work faster. If I use them right. There we go. So now I dig out in this direction. Could also do it here, but this will be the main road here. So what I'm thinking is I turn this here. Like that. And then it turns into the 2-road thing. Hang on. I'm gonna change the chat settings again. There we go. Save. Let me check on YouTube. It's working fine right now. Pretty sure. Alright, let's use up some of this material. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now I can pick up one of these, juggle it with another one. The axe over here. Alright. So now I can collect 4 more of these. Great. So then these would be 2 more things and then to the building. So theoretically this road extends all the way across over there. Let me mark it out a little. It's these 2. Those 2. I could build a town this way. So now I can intercept it wherever. Probably next to this door, or this entrance here. So the edge of this building is right here. If I line this up, it'll go here. Meaning the road goes this way. The road is actually this wide. Should make it clear. The road extends up to that far. I've put the walls here. Then the next building could start as soon as this. Right. So then the building begins here. Actually, I built it facing the wrong way. No, I did. It's right. Never mind. It's facing the wrong way. Oops. This line stays the same. This side moves. So the building could be here. Like that. And it would just intercept this road because it forces it to turn that way. Yeah. I'll continue this line a bit just to use up some sand. Should have enough used up to break this part. Because this is the part that caused confusion. This is causing confusion for me. I need to break this part. Birch. I thought I saw a log or a piece of sand down there. Gotta move these out of here. Shouldn't have broken those. Crap, alright. Things are getting a little tricky. Juggle again. This one, this one. Okay. Right, so the road goes here. There's be 2 empty blocks. This will be the wood strip. I need to make it a little lower, so here. Right there. And then this part would be the road. Three, 4, 5, 6. I missed one. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I'll fix this part later. Gotta juggle these again. Okay. So then these 2 will be the sand things. This will be the road. It'll be 2 blocks wide. The next thing would also be sand here for the log. And then that means there's 2 more sand things here. So the next building could start as soon as here. Let's see, the wood continues going this way. Up to here. Up to here, I mean. Yeah, up to there. And it turns. It could also turn in here and connect to this log. Or I could just make that into a door or something. Yeah, whatever. Wait until nighttime. Go. Ah, I missed it. Too soon. Oh, I can combine these pickaxes if I use it up a little bit more. Oh no, I can now. Great. It's fantastic. I don't have to keep juggling anymore. Probably should, just in case. I could place these down next to where it needs to actually be. Alright, so if this is a building, it could start making shops. This thing was already here when I got here. It actually forms a pretty nice separation. So I'll keep this. And then this part will be a 3 block. And then I can just stop there, I guess. Or it could expand a bit more. Like that. 3 block there. And a wall here. The wall on the outside goes here. Up until another 3 block probably. So right, come on, I missed it. Missed it again. Too soon. Screw it. First person mode. There we go. Right. All this checks out. I don't know what the height's gonna be, but it checks out in otherwise than that. Log there. These looked a different color. They looked off to me for some reason. Priority is to dig out the parts that need logs and the road. And mostly logs. Just keep it going this way. Next one's here. Alright, I'm back to a stack. But I got some progress done here. Okay. I could speed this up by deciding what floor this is going to be and everything. So from here, I'll make it a solid 3 and then the door. And another solid 3. Or no, I'll have a window here. So it'll be 4 facing the outside. 4 solid blocks. Door, window. Then a series of 2 windows. Like that. Maybe a bit too big. I mean, it is pretty far in, so it'll be fine. And then this continues going this way. The dead bush is going to be in the way. So maybe I'll change the shape of the windows here. I'll make this one two wide instead of 3. That would make it this big. I'll move this one further back. Make this a 3 window. Make this 3 solid ones. Wall here. And then move everything back here, just up 1. That should let me preserve the dead bush over there. Yeah, the wall would be here now. Okay. So how big does the rest of this have to be? I'll keep a 3-way thing here. And I'll just add something here. So this will be a little trapdoor contraption. Like that. Yeah. This will be a counter. Trapdoor entrance. Standing around here and stuff. Maybe having bookshelves in the back of it. And then maybe a 1-way door. Not a 2-way. Or 2 block wide. And just kind of end it. Guess I could go further. Crap. Both of them gave me seeds. Alright. I can give this to the villagers real quick. And get something to eat too. Head towards the food. Ah, crap. Alright, could toss this into one of you guys. You. Alright, they took it. Head over to the nearest watermelon. Take some more for later. More than 9, please. That works. There we go. Now where did I drop this thing? Here it is. Okay. So back to designing this. Windows. So here, it doesn't have to have any windows at all. The outside wall kind of does. No, kind of does. It's maybe mostly storage, so I'll just... Let me see, hang on. Yeah, it's just $34.99. Don't care for that right now. Making these, like, necessary things to have subscription-based. Why? I would just have this be a series of 3 blocks. Or 3 windows. So 3 there. 3 there. I'll do it one more so I can have a door here in the middle. Maybe just end it here. So end it a little early there. Hmm. 4 solid ones. 2 and 4 and 3, that's 5. I could move this over 1. Or just have it be like that. That could work too. Let's see, the windows should be same style. Like that. Bedtime. Surprised I did all this before bedtime. Maybe I already did go to sleep like once. I did, yeah. Alright, so you go in, enter through the door. It's gonna be the lower height. Window there. 2 window, 2 window, 2, 2. Okay. There's a back room. So the outside here is gonna be something else. Bookshelves or something laid about. Game, please. Game. Thank you. Probably like maybe a little closer to the wall. Bookshelves like that, probably. Maybe even a little further like that. And some behind me as well. The back room would have either more storage or I could expand it. Just have more viewing area down over here. So then this side would have windows. This thing is nothing. Four wide window. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. It'll be a different style. It'll be okay. Little back room for things. Okay. And then this will be like the way out. You're not really supposed to go there. So this will be like a solid thing. No visibility. Could have the door here. That works. That checks out. Yeah, that works. Perfectly fine. Okay, I have one building done. So next building should be right smack next to it. That's going to be a problem because of all the grass and trees and stuff. So I could build the building across from it. But I think I'll do that next time. I am going to end it here. It is 4:27 in the morning. Theoretically, I have enough time to play something else. I'll see if I do. If not, I have an hour and a half to do something else. Either relax or, I don't know, surf the web, I guess. Episode 3. Oh, exclamation point. That equals... It's every number before it multiplied by itself, I think. So 1 times 2 is 2, times 3 is 6, times... that's it. I might be thinking of exponents. No, exponents are different. Never mind. Anyway, I'm leaving. I will probably be back with Stardew next time. I don't have enough time to do it right now. I'll get like 3 or 4 days in instead of a whole week. But next up is week 2 of fall, the first year. I did a bad thing about not checking the YouTube comments last time I was playing it. Someone did ask me stuff, and I just didn't notice. Yeah, oops. But my setup for that is actually not that complicated, but it's a bit of a hassle. On the computer, I played a game, and then I have my Chromebook over here with YouTube on it to make sure that it's still streaming. And if it stops, then I have to check OBS because it might have also stopped recording, and I might lose some footage that way. And then on my phone, I have the Twitch thing open where I can check the chat there. So I have access to all of the things I'm streaming on. I have access to the Twitch chat and the YouTube chat and the game. That does mean, though, I'm only going to be able to talk through the chat unless I turn the microphone on specifically for either YouTube or Twitch. Whatever. I'll be back with that eventually.